People always ask me, what happens next when we find the house? But the truth is, that's when the real work begins. Because the part that you don't see on TV, negotiations. Every line on that contract is a chance for you to win or lose thousands of dollars. And that's when I step in. When we sit down to write an offer, yes, price matters, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. Terms, financing, contingencies, timing, those are just as equally as important. For example, I've seen sellers take $5,000 to $10,000 less because they trusted the buyer's financing or it timed up perfectly to their next move. So the first step of negotiations is you telling the seller that you are the safest bet. Next comes the back and forth. Some people think that a counteroffer is just a numbers game, but it's not. I'm reading between the lines the entire time. If a seller counters back quickly, that usually means that they're serious and they want to lock it in. And if they sit on it for days, that tells me that they could be waiting for something better, which means we have to be a little bit more aggressive. My job is to recognize those signals and protect your bottom line without scaring the seller away. Now let's say we're under contract. Congratulations. Now you're thinking that negotiations are over? Not even close. It's inspection time. That inspection report becomes leverage. Sometimes we negotiate repairs and other times we push for a seller credit so you can walk away with some cash at closing. One of my recent clients actually saved $7,500 on a roof replacement at the closing table. That is money that they did not have to bring. Then there's the appraisal, and sometimes that can blow a deal up unless you have someone creative at the table. Sometimes we negotiate a price adjustment, or sometimes they cover your closing so you don't have to bring that to the table. I've even structured deals to where both parties come up with the difference to split that gap, and that's when experience matters. Without it, buyers or sellers can lose thousands, or they could lose a house that they love. So when people ask me, what do you actually do during the negotiation process? Here's my answer. I protect your money, I protect your stress levels, and I also make sure that your deal gets to the closing table. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Southern Indiana, don't wait until you find that perfect house. Let's sit down and come up with a strategy.